So today I thought it might be fun to go for a wildebeest hunt because they're one of my favorite species on Vurhonga, and especially like the bigger horns diamonds. I think they look really cool, and I just don't really hunt them anymore. I used to right when the map came out, but I haven't gone specifically after them in a long time. But there's a decent forest springbuck there, and something I've been talking about a lot fairly recently is trying to fill like the smallest plaques in the trophy lodge, so getting respawns for springbuck definitely seems like a good thing. But the thing about wildebeest is they only drink at night, and most species, if I'm trying to grind for respawns or look for diamonds or whatever, I would hunt their drink time, but that definitely makes it difficult trying to hunt them in the dark. But they feed from 3 a.m. to 9 a.m., so there's a long window in the early morning where they're feeding, and it's been a long time since I've hunted them. I don't really know a lot about where they feed, but I know they used to feed kind of between this lake and that lake, a lot down through the south, and we're just gonna kind of cover some ground and see what we can find today. I don't do a lot of hunting Vurhonga between lakes, so it could be interesting. And that guy was actually only about a kilo below diamond, so not a bad start. Man, honestly, I thought we'd see a herd of wildebeest up here, but there just doesn't seem to be any. So I don't know if maybe this area's changed, or maybe I just don't have a herd on my map in this area. But I talked about with the springbuck trying to get respawns for the like small plaque animals, and warthog can go on those as well, and I'd actually like another diamond warthog or two. We just have that one, so it would be nice to get respawns for them. But I think after this we're gonna go down, I think it's in this area somewhere that I used to find them, so we can maybe give that a shot. I should say though, there were a few wildebeest. I think it was like 2 level 3s and a level 2 just all solo feeding. And I'm more interested in trying to find just herds of them and see as many as we can in as short a period of time as possible. So I kind of just ignored those, and probably I should have shot that instead of a warthog, but I really thought there'd be a herd up in that area. I seem to remember there always being one. So this time we won't pass the opportunity up because we still haven't actually shot a wildebeest, and I mean it's a level 2, but better than nothing. And honestly, I was going to bring a different weapon for this just because I think wildebeest will stand around for a while after the shot, but they're pretty tough, so I wanted the extra power of the 7mm just to bring them down a bit more quickly. I honestly didn't know that a level 2 male would be gold. I still need to check then, because I would think that means a level 3 female in theory could make gold, and I'd really love to get a crowned gold wildebeest, because I got that level 2 female that I don't currently have displayed in the lodge, but if we could get a crowned gold, like the 3 females don't even look that bad, that would be really cool. I'm not seeing any too special in this herd. They all spooked probably when we shot that other one, and they're kind of just walking back up through here, so if we can get one of the 4s, that would be nice, because that's as good as I've seen. Question is, with them getting that close, are we actually going to manage to see one of them? I think that might be one. No, that's a 3. That's one of the 4s. And that should at least be a single lung, so not bad. It does look like they kind of stand around maybe long enough to actually get 2 with like the M1 or whatever, but I'm not too sure. But at least this is going to give us an opportunity to be sure that we didn't miss out on anything. And yeah, it looks like the best in there is like small 4s, so there are level 4 wildebeest that can make diamond, but none in there had the proper horns for that, so decent little gold. 35 trophy rating. And I'm not sure where I want to go next. I think sometimes there's a herd down by this lake. I guess we'll check that out first. I would say there's no herd of wildebeest around here. There are some gemsbuck, but there's also a really nice level 4 kudu over there. It's going to be a tough shot, 350 meters, and its head's down, because they don't lift their heads super often when they're feeding. But I want to try it. We'll see if we can just kind of get it into the top of his back. We got something good, because he's going down really quickly. But that's a species I always forget. They can fill those really small plaques as well. So that's another one we can work on for respawns to potentially get diamonds to fill those little plaques. That didn't work bad at all, though. Right into the left lung at 340. And he's decent size. I think they need to be right around 100 kilos to make diamond now. So not too bad. I know every now and then coming down to this lake I would get a herd between like this outpost and the lake that we're at now. But not very often. So I think what I want to do is actually go to this outpost, because that's where I used to start for all my wildebeest hunts. And back when I did it a lot, we were really successful with diamonds and stuff, and I've not been down here in forever. So I have no idea what might be waiting, but I want to try it out and see if we do have any herds feeding down here. We do have another herd here, but they're kind of getting into the wind a bit. I tried to call them in so we could make sure we see them all, because they get in groups of like 37, I think it is. And it's really easy to miss out on spotting everything, so I tried to do that. Didn't really help us a whole lot, but I went for a hard shot, and I think there's lung blood there, so at least we got that one. And we can maybe try to watch as they flee and make sure we didn't miss any really big ones, because I didn't even see like a 4, which it's pretty rare to see a wildebeest herd without a 4, and there is one there, but it's a pretty small 4 again, so not one that would have any chance of being diamond. As far as I can tell, there are no really special ones in there, so I guess we'll just get this guy and continue moving on. But I went really far. Like, we started almost 2 kilometers from here without finding another herd of wildebeest, and I think part of the issue is when I used to hunt these guys a lot, gemsbuck and lion hadn't been added to the map yet, so probably like the wildebeest have been moved around to make room for some of the gemsbuck and lion populations, and that might be part of the issue why we're not really seeing a lot of them. And already they're just resting. I mean, we found 2 herds in their feed zones, and I really thought hunting them in their feed time would be a lot more effective. But whether it's kind of like what I said about the other species being added to the map, and maybe wildebeest getting moved around, or me not remembering where they actually used to feed, or what the thing was, it definitely didn't go as well as I thought. But we're going to try some rest zones. I mean, this is a herd I know quite well. I'm pretty confident that gold level 4 is about as good as there was in here, because I do Cape Buffalo grounding down in this area. But like, I know they used to rest right by this lake, and I have said a lot of things about what wildebeest used to do in this video, and it hasn't worked so far, but we'll probably go give that a shot. And then honestly, I don't even know where else I should try. I'll have to see if I have any wildebeest rest zones still on the map, but the way zones kind of don't seem to stay on the map very long, I'm not too sure that's going to be a thing. And since we're getting a gold wildebeest anyway, I'd really love to get a gold one with the big diamond horns for the trophy lodge, because I shot one of those release day of Vurhonga, and I've never seen one since, and I think they're really, really cool, so maybe that's something we can actually kind of work on grinding, especially as we're trying to figure out where wildebeest like feed and stuff again, because I'm definitely interested in trying to figure that out more, but that could be a decent goal to work towards while we do it. It's pretty much impossible to say, but I think this might be that second herd that we found, and they just happened to rest down here. So that 4 should be the best that's in here, and it's the best that I've seen so far. So if we could figure out where he actually got to again, I think that's him. Yeah. Question is, are we shooting him, or are we shooting one that was in front of him? I think we got him, but I mean, yeah, it would make sense. They fed right there, so resting down here is not too far away for them to go. And spotting all of them, I only saw 1 level 4, so I'm thinking that's the same herd, and at least we got the best one out of there now. And I just looked on my map. There is one other blue wildebeest rest zone that I have still there. So we'll grab this 4, which is pretty much another average sized one, and we're gonna go up to here. I honestly have no idea when I got that zone or what's in there, but we can go take a look and see if they're there. That actually could be a level 4 diamond wildebeest. So I went up north and there was nothing. Like, I don't know if the zone used to be there and there's just no more wildebeest or what, but none were there. But that guy actually could be a diamond, so certainly the most interesting wildebeest we found so far. And it's where we started. Like, I came right up through here, and he must feed somewhere near here. It looks like he's another solo one, so it could have been really easy to miss. But we had to be close to this guy at some point at the very beginning, but let's actually check. Yeah, it's about 200, and I think as long as he's sitting normally, that's got to be in a lung. I can't imagine how that could have missed, and he's going down, so maybe we can actually clutch a diamond wildebeest. Unfortunately, we're not going to get quite that lucky, so he's still about 0.5 below diamond, and I think you need more like 270, 271 kilos to actually make it, so not like he had a real chance, but definitely still the best wildebeest we got today. But it was good just to see a potential diamond wildebeest after all that, and there's a lot I have to learn about where wildebeest are feeding now. See, now this makes me want to go track this. I was going to be done, but I guess maybe we'll go and see what this warthog is real quick, because even if he's not a level 5, it would be good for respawns. I mean, talking about it earlier, it's one of the species I'd like to get. Okay, so he's just a 4. 4s can actually make diamond really rarely, and I don't think he has the right tusks for that. Maybe he does. But if he has a chance to make it, we definitely got the full score out of him, so that'll be good. But yeah, what I was about to say before I picked up his track is that at least we got some new areas to start hunting them, and kind of like a starting point to relearn where wildebeest live, because like I was saying, they're one of my favorite animals on this map, and I just don't hunt them much. They're more of an opportunity kill for me, because you see a lot of diamonds of them, especially because they travel in such huge herds. Like, it's easy to potentially find one when you do run into a herd. So I don't know, I never really had a lot of motivation to actually go after them, but I think that's something we're going to hopefully start doing in the future. But yeah, nice little gold warthog and gold wildebeest to end off with, and I think that's going to do it for this video. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.